Is it set up? Testing, testing, 1, 2. Okay. Let me see. It's okay. It's starting now. All right, cool. We're ready. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode. Guess I better go ahead and talk about this anime right now. Welcome to the anime podcast, the low effort podcast, which basically is low effort. A lot of people don't usually watch this show because it's kind of boring. But tonight I'm just going to go and get into the anime news and such. That's the thing that I discuss about. Problem is, not many people care to listen to it because, they would rather get their sources from someone else. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and talk about this because I know that a lot of things have been boring for a long time. But I'm just going to go and talk about these stuff anyways, because the fact that people like to bug me about certain things, like trying to scam me online, I just want to go ahead and talk about this because it's important. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the news, because the fact that my friends ain't going to come on, they show up late. It's funny as hell. It's always unexpectedly late. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this because this is something that I had to do by myself. There's some stuff that I thought was kind of funny, but here's a thing that happened. Japan, this happened in Japan, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about this story because this is a story that happened in Japan recently. And I guess I should probably open it up because for some reason I'm having issues with the internet. And there was an incident with a so-called artist. I guess I should probably talk about this because this has happened. Alright, let me go ahead and do this. I'll just look up this one. Let's see, geez, there's a lot of things going on right now. All right. Right now, I'm just gonna be looking up some news. So Evangelion franchise gets a new 13-minute short 30th anniversary episode. It's to promote Evangelion 30th anniversary. It first appeared at the festival event to basically promote the franchise for what it's worth. A lot of people have talked about this because this is going to be in Japan in Yokohama Arena on February 21st through the 23rd. The short will screen one time each day on the arena's 18 meter 15 X meter. Okay, sorry. It's about 59 feet to 39 feet giant LED screen, which is like a world record screen right there. So Kara and Shichikoku Shichikoku is collaborating with this because they're going to make this a thing featuring the Kabuki Kikoru Dai Kuruban Evangelion Orchestra, Symphony Orchestra, because they're going to be playing that song. Performance will also be held in the 30th Evangelion 30 Plus 30th Anniversary Evangelion Festival. The event will feature exhibition area, stage area, merchandise, and this is happening in Japan, so expect this to happen because of the fact that this is going to be a 13-minute movie that they're going to be trying to show to people, because it's kind of what's going to happen. So I'm not expecting a lot of things happening, but it's going to happen. So anyways, let's see if I can do something here because this is going to be interesting enough because of the fact that people are talking about that. Let me see what else is there. Let me see. Let's see what else is there. I gotta look around for some news because I know that so there is a licensed manga that came out. It's a K manga license. The Journey of the Dark Elf with Fading Powers, Kuruko, and Her Sweet Villain. One and more titles. So they're also planning to release the Devils in the Lunch Deals. Which let me see what else is there. Kuruko and Her Sweet Villain. And what else is there going to be released? Well, it's not much news, but that's pretty much what it was announced. Digimon Beat Break anime gets an English dub. Yeah, for those who don't know, the latest anime Digimon franchise debuted in August. Toei Animation announced it on Thursday that Digimon Breakbeat will be announced. Go figure, right? It doesn't really matter. It's not much going on. It's just I'm just gonna do something right now because I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I know that they have another new Detective Conan series special that they're doing. Detective Conan Episode 0 special, new collection selected for episode streams in English in January. Let me see. Tyrant Tower Griffin Defense will get a Webs in development strategy game based on the Tyrant Tower defense game webtoon. So another webtoon series is out. Let me see what else is there. Disney Twisted Wonderland. The animation gets a final season. So yeah, it's over, guys. Not many Yao fans are watching that anime because they don't watch gay anime. It's the truth of the modern audience these days. And I hate to be mean to those people, but it's true. You guys don't watch gay anime because Disney Twisted Wonderland is a gay ass anime and no one watches it because of that. It's the truth. That's why people shouldn't be investing into gay anime. Unless you seriously want to watch it. And no one watches it. And now it gets its final season. Alright. Yana of Dawn gets a sequel anime. Okay. Worst anime to be 2004. The original manga ended in Friday. The second 2026 issue of Hanayomi magazine announced on Friday that the sequel of the anime works of the anime adaptation of Mizuho Kusanagi Yori of the Dawn will get a freaking sequel. Anime. That is. It's not determined what this. It's going to be next year, guys, so don't worry. Noble Reincarnation, Born Blessed, So Obtain Ultimate Power anime unveils the ending song. Okay, cool. So the Noble Reincarnation gets another. Let's see who else. Let me see what else do they get. There's no way I'll be your lover unless the sequel anime airs on TV in January 1st. January 1st in Japan, so we're going to get another one. What else do we get? Lupin the Third, The Immortal Bloodline Films English dub trailer. Live action Shinano Shigumi. Oh, I remember Shigumi. Yeah, that series is kind of... It's an okay series. Transformers Robots in Disguise voice actor Gil Gerard dies For those who don't know, I used to watch this show called Buck Rogers and the 21st and a half century. That was like the inspiration for a lot of people. For those who don't know, Buck Rogers, and I do feel bad that he passed away because I met him once at a convention. Also, the actor that played Twiggy also passed away a while back. Last year, I think it was like last year. Gil is a very nice guy. I met him once, really good guy. I feel bad that I wasn't able to meet him again because I remembered he asked if you could buy the Blu-ray version and he'll sign it right then and there. And I'm like, sold. But unfortunately, I couldn't get one because I couldn't find it. I tried to order it, but it's hard to find one. Gil Gerard had a long, prolific career, screen acting before voice acting role of Megatronus, the Fallen in Transformers: Robots in Disguise, and he was best known for the role of Captain William Buck Rogers in Buck Rogers in the 21st Century, which was actually a really good series, but sadly, they wouldn't make another movie out of it or license for it because apparently it had a lawsuit that will never apparently an Italian writer had their estate sue the people who did Buck Rogers, and what happened was there's no way to convince them of making the book series or the sci-fi comics or anything like that because it's in licensing hell, and it is in licensing purgatory right now because it's determined to whether or not it's going to be gone for good or gone forever. And sadly, a lot of people feel like, yeah, this is kind of crazy. And I feel bad that Buck Rogers never got another sequel again or a remake or anything like that, because it would have been cool to see a remake of Buck Rogers, but you cannot replace Gil Gerard as Buck Rogers because he was actually a really good character on that show, and he was a nice person, a really great guy, good soul. He told me everything about what Buck Rogers was business wise, and he even got to meet his favorite actor, and they were friends until the end. And that was the guy who did the serials for Flash Gordon. The Sylvia, I forgot his name, survived by his wife of 18 years, his son with his ex-wife Connie Sabaka Gibb. And it is kind of sad that this happened because I was hoping that he would live long enough to be around so I could sign his, but yeah, it's kind of a sad story right there. I'm gonna miss that guy. He was a good soul, and it's a shame that he passed away. Rest in peace, Gil Gerard. I'm gonna miss you, man. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get an autograph of a Blu-ray. Anyways, here's some other news. Japan police revealed an alarming rise of sexual deepfake victims under 18. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Japan's National Police Agency has released the first ever data on minors affected by sexual deepfakes, revealing that 79 consultants involved in victims under the age of 18 were recorded between January and September this year. The figures point to a troubling trend. More than half of the cases occurred within schools, often involving classmates. According to the agency, sexual deepfakes refer to obscene fake images created by using generative AI or image editing tools, typically by placing the victim's face onto nude or sexually explicit bodies. Of the 79 cases reportedly by minors, junior high school students accounted for by a larger scale of 41, followed by 25 high school students, 4 elementary school students, highlighting the clear shift towards younger victims. In terms who were responsible, 53.2% of the cases involved other students from the same schools, such as classmates, upperclassmen. Police confirmed that at least 14 of the images were definitely created using generative AI, while the 2 were produced by image editing apps. Although the exact method could not been identified by many cases, authorities believe that it's also involved AI-generated images or videos. While the total non-consultants has not surged dramatically compared to the same period of 2024, which saw 76 cases police of the age victims, is clearly dropped by the trend attributed by the rapid spread of the ease of use of generated AI tools. They also believe that the case was also unreported. Enforcement has already began. Kyoto Prefectural Police recently arrested a man for posting fake explicit images and a high school girl on social media, while a classmate who requested the images was referred to as to the prosecutor. In another case, a group of junior high school students was taken into custody after using the photos from the school-issued tablets to create shared fake nude images. Between January and September, police arrested and referred 4 students on the suspicion of crimes such as defamation, distribution of obscene digital image materials, while 6 minors were taken into protective custody in response to the National Police Agency's plans to distribute education flyers to warn students through delinquent prevention classes the use of about reckless AI use. Okay, that's fair. I can see why they did this, because that does seem like a reasonable argument to make about the fact that kids these days are going to abuse AI and try to use it to get a one-up on one of their either supposed classmates that they don't like. And I can see that happening because even in the US, you'll see Gen Z do that too. They probably do that like all the time. Now, keep in mind, the future is going to be a little bit crazier as it is. And I can see that AI being the future tool to improve upon society can also be used to abuse others in society. I'm not trying to say that it's a good thing or a bad thing. I understand why people use it, and I had people try to use AI against me. I have tried my best to avoid these people, because a lot of people tend to use the AI to basically try to get information out of me. Keep in mind, I try my best not to attack people, but at times some people can be a little bit, out of whack with what they do. Now, keep in mind, I'm not trying to say AI is bad. I understand people support AI as a tool to help create things that they want to create. And as I understand it, they're stressing that the whole fake images of kids is wrong. It can also harm people. That is what they're saying here. That from what I'm reading from this article that they're posting here. And keep in mind, I'm not trying to hurt or harm anybody. This is what's going on right now. Regardless of what you think AI is a great tool. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun tool to make memes and such. It's a great tool. But right now, people are using the AI tools to harm people with it.
There was a hello, sir.
Hello, what you up to, man?
Not much.
Yeah.
Not gonna be here for a bit, at least for an hour or so.
Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna leave in an hour or two, probably. Yeah, because right now there's like a situation in Japan where people are using AI tools to make fun of their fellow students with using it for deep
Oh,
fakes.
cyber, oh, defense is cyberbullying.
Yeah, yeah, that's basically
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. Did you hear about the one about the guy who got convicted by a deepfake?
I heard about it, but no. I heard about the guy
People
that
was talking about it.
the pres. You mean that guy that got deep faked the school principal?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that guy got into trouble, but luckily they investigated and found that the a couple of kids did this, and luckily he was what do you call that term? Exonerated.
Yes. It's honorated. Yes.
Yeah, so he basically the principal of the school basically was let go from all charges and everything. So he basically was like, yes, finally, and he punished the kids accordingly.
Expulsion, or did he did put into the cops?
They turned him over to the cops. Yep.
All right.
So yeah, the Japanese are right now like the police agencies are working around the clock, and no joke, they're taking down these deep fake underage psychopaths that are trying to bully their fellow students.
I heard that bullying in Japan is a bit more different.
Yeah, but I'm surprised it got more extreme and it got the police
Like,
involved.
like straight up bullying in the sense that, well, if you're dumb as a rock, they're gonna bully the shit out of you or something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's in Asia.
Yeah, that does happen.
Outside that, well, yeah, not just Japan, but yeah, uh, sticking out, sticking out, or being like half and half, for example, or in the case of 170
Yeah.
13, in other words, in the case of metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Some people actually got bullied for being half breed.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're making deep fakes of in sexual manners. That's the weird thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're making porn.
That is fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah. Oh, here's what's going on. Warner Brothers Discovery rejects Paramount's hostile takeover bid.
Oh yeah. Apparently, they thought that, yeah, that's rich from coming from them, saying that the bid was inhumane.
The thing is, it's like they need someone that knows the business. Netflix only knows how to do streaming. And they were offering a good deal though, and they rejected the deal because they think, okay, we're gonna go to Netflix. The hostile takeover bid on Penn offered an unsolicited, but the company was hoping to appeal to Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders. Paramount, also known for Paramount Pictures, owns the streaming service Paramount Plus, Pluto TV, and television channels including CBS, Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, MTV, and Showtime. Paramount Plus,
yeah, basically Viacom.
Yeah, raising its prices on January 26 to $8.99 ads to $13.99 without ads. The service previously raising prices in August of 2024. The company releases live-action Sonic the Hedgehog film, which they had a movie that actually broke even. and it was like about 100. I think it was around 150 million. They made this the cost of the film, and they actually, even though it wasn't successful, they decided to make a sequel to those films.
It was a damn miracle it even made that much money.
Yeah, I was surprised too because I watched it, even part 3, and people were like saying, "Oh, I don't like this," because Shadow the Hedgehog appeared in the film.
They never played Shadow Hedgehog, haven't they?
No, they never played. They never played that game.
Oh yeah, that shit came out when some of these kids were inside their daddy's balls. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
One of my cousins actually, one of my cousins actually played that game.
Yeah. Netflix.
It's fucking edgy for Sonic fans.
Yeah, that's funny. And the thing is, like, Netflix has, let's put it this way, Warner Brothers right now has a branch in Japan. It's Warner Brothers Japan, right?
Yes, sir.
And they're planning to release a bunch of movies. I know that they are also planning to release that one film, which was the 3D version, 3D animated series of Fist of the North Star.
Yes, sir.
And I have a feeling it's going to be on Netflix.
I do know something regarding that movie.
Yeah.
The voice actor for Julia is going to be none other than Saori Hayami.
Okay.
Who is under level 2? Who is under level 2? That's the actress who voices Your Fortune Spy Family. She also voiced who else? She's actually gonna be voicing. She voices Your Fortune Spy Family. She voices Yumeko in the in Kakegurui.
Yeah.
Yamato in One Piece. She's also a singer under the Warner Brothers label.
Okay, yeah, that's true. And they also have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, part 7.
Records of Ragnarok, Spy X Family.
Yeah, season 3.
Yeah, Japanese properties such as Godzilla, Rurouni Kenshin, Gintama, Death Note, and
JT, real quick, what? I'm gonna be that fucker. The yet is silent. You don't have to say yes.
All right. So Japan at the end of, I'm just trying to read this. Food Wars.
Yeah.
They own.
Right.
And is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? They own.
Oh yeah.
Warner Brothers Japan own those properties. Because I know Warner Brothers.
As a matter of fact, I know that Warner Bros has a music division as well.
Yeah, they have a music division, but they're also the ones that brought in anime, licensed Japanese shows on their platform in history. But I don't know about. I know Netflix has their own licensing of animes, but they usually fuck that up.
Yeah. Especially say One Piece, the live action adaptation that it had a good receipt. I heard it had a good start, but then apparently it went to shit afterwards.
And went to shit afterwards. Well, I know that when they offered HBO,
the second season
service offers G Kids, entire Studio Ghibli Film
Ghibli.
Library. Yeah, Ghibli library at launch. Crunchyroll, previously part of Warner Media, Cartoon Network's Adult Swim and Rooster Teeth, offered content through the service. The service announced to increase its prices and subscription plans on October 21st, making the third price increase launch since HBO Max raised it in subscription prices on February 2023 to end June 2024. So right now, Warner Brothers and Netflix are gonna be. So, what do you think they're gonna do with that? With as they merge, are they just gonna be called Warner Netflix or something? I don't know. Are they gonna change the water tower thing to a Netflix Warner Brothers?
I have a feeling they're gonna be calling themselves something more the likes of Warnerflix
Netflix.
or not really Warnerflix, but I can definitely say uh yeah, I would say Netflix Warner.
Okay, because
If in a hypothetical name change that happens.
okay, that sounds fair. Because I was like looking at this, going like, okay, they're trying to buy out. I know why Paramount wanted to buy them out, because they want to stay into the sphere of the network sphere.
This could also be yeah, they're called Time Warner still, right?
Yeah. No, they're Warner Brothers Discovery now, because Time Warner kind of gave up on them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Time was that was Fox.
yeah, that was when Fox was around, and they gave up. They gave up and sold it off
Yeah,
to
and they changed the
AT&T.
names to news to news.
Yeah, and AT&T kind of like owned them for a while, and then AT&T kind of had.
They didn't do shit. They didn't do shit with that one.
They tried, but the problem was they were. Let's put it this way: the whole woke revolution that happened on that in that studio kind of caused a lot of problems. Not only that, Cartoon Network was their biggest moneymaker until they started fucking that up too. Remember when they had that controversy with that new cartoon show that they were trying to introduce? It was called what was it called? Thundercats.
Yeah, Thundercats Go.
Yeah, Thundercats Go version.
Yeah, it was Thundercats Go, and then there was it really didn't help that the producer of that show in particular did not like their audience.
Yeah.
They do a straight up mocking the fans themselves.
Yeah, because they were straight up pissed off about that. Like, I didn't like it.
Rightfully so.
Like, I reported on that whole thing. I made a video about it, and then Warner Brothers
Years ago.
years ago, and Warner Brothers struck me down because of it. And then I actually had to show them, hey, this is transformative. I was trying to report on this. Like, and I told them, like, you can go ahead and put it out there and see if people like it, because I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't, but go ahead and see if there's a. And the only thing that was popular for them, you know what? Name the shows that kids watched on that network that still people are still watching.
Really? Any?
Yeah, name one cartoon show that people still watch.
I'll be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't even watch cable anymore.
I know, and the sad part is they're mostly just watching streaming. And the cable networks are slowly dying because they're worried that that internet's taking over. and that was the biggest problem. They're trying to hold what presence they have on television because old people still watch television. They mostly watch. Let's put it this way: does your mom go on that one TV network that just shows nothing but Christmas shows?
No, as a matter of fact, she watches.
Hallmark Channel.
No,
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 no.
no, no.
Thank God, because my mom and my dad watches the Hallmark Channel nonstop.
So
Even
this is all the channels that she watches: Tele Once, Guapa,
yeah,
uh, WIPR, only for the
WIPR.
lottery,
Yeah,
and Telemico, which is a Dominican channel.
yeah, yeah,
Telemico.
Canamico, yeah, Dominican channel.
And
Yeah,
that's on Saturdays.
yeah, and then of course we get like other channels from
Retro TV, which is channel 30.
yeah, and I know that we do get our channels from other places, even including Brazil. I don't know why we get those things on here.
Outside movie channel wise, movies, she also sometimes watches dramas.
Yeah,
The Korean dramas because of a channel over there. But outside that, no. No Hallmark, no American. They don't like. They're populares, as in they don't really like American things, despite the fact that their party is the reason why we have a connection with the U.S.
yeah. But yet we watch yet they watch movies on television that are like, I remember they had too many action movies on there.
They actually, the thing is, they don't. Well, then again, that party, that political party, and the New Progressive Party, if anything.
Yeah, they're trying
2020.
to they're trying to take down all the violent movies and TV shows, like Power Rangers, for example. And I'm assuming this.
Power Rangers is about as violent as a flight spotter. That's it.
Yeah, and it's basically shown a lot on
It's inoffensive. Like, how the fuck?
yeah. But I'm pretty sure you guys do get a lot of do air it on Telemundo, I believe.
No,
No,
not at all. As a matter of fact,
not on Wepa.
there's WAPA. No, as a matter of fact, WAPA doesn't even have cartoons anymore. As a matter of fact, just what they're playing.
Educational shows.
No, the news.
The news. I miss the days when they had like muñequitos. And now you wonder why kids these days want to scam everybody. Anyways.
I am not kidding. Here's the thing: the Saturday and Sunday, all they have from 6 to 11. It's the fucking news. As a matter of fact, Noticentro por la mañana in Channel 4.
Yeah. I fucking hate it. Like, there's no cartoons anymore on kids' networks. And yet now there's a new study that shows that kids are starting to like old cartoons.
I saw a report about how there's a bunch of kids who want old tech.
Yeah.
The fear I have is they're gonna end up increasing the price of these things as if it wasn't already as expensive as it is.
I know, and I feel bad that that's gonna happen sooner or later. because old things, sure, they're interesting stuff, like Tamagotchi, for example. That's like $24 now.
A Tamagotchi?
Yeah, they're like
that was like $5 back in the 90s. What the fuck?
Yeah, now they're like 24 something bucks.
That's insane.
Yeah. Toy prices went up, man. Like it's all right. Let's see. There's something in the news right here. I'm gonna look it up. Let me see.
What else? What else? And Channel 2? You know what? I should actually take a look at the that is not how it ended this place. Man.
It is kind of crazy what's going on. Yeah.
All right. Is there a schedule? Is there a schedule?
I found out that they have a Chainsaw Man theater play.
In Puerto Rico? Yes, Caribbean Cinemas. It's true, Caribbean Cinemas. They are playing the Chainsaw movie, but there's also the digital out there.
Oh, they're playing the movie. Yeah, they're playing the movie.
Yes, sir.
They're playing the movie. But they're also playing the theater play. Razor Arc theater play. I'm not joking.
I would go to the cinema if it wasn't so expensive as it is.
Yeah, it is. I went to the theater just on I think it was around Halloween when it first released, and I was lucky to see it because I was like, man, that's actually pretty cool. That Razor Arc was entertaining though. Let's see. HKT48, you know, AKB48 as I call them.
Yes.
There was an incident where a fan was arrested for stabbing one of the staff of AKT48, which is like another branch of the AKB48.
Okay, Hakata 48. It's the Fukuoka one.
Yeah.
It's named after the Hakata-ku ward of Fukuoka, where Yasushi Akimoto came from.
Yeah.
That's the record producer.
Yeah, and that was like a crazy situation right there because one of the staff members got stabbed by a rabid fan, who basically just wanted to,
Okay, these are divisions.
Yeah.
Okay, these are divisions.
Yeah.
Okay. AK is named after Akihabara. Akihabara in Tokyo.
Yeah.
HK is Hakata-ku ward in Fukuoka.
Yeah.
Then you have SKE 48, which is the Sakae district in Nagoya.
Yeah.
SDN 48.
Yeah.
Well, that one doesn't exist anymore. It used to be more like adult idols. NMB 48, that is Namba in Osaka. So they got regional areas.
Yeah, they got regionals with
yes.
idols that are basically from different areas, and they all compete.
Yes, sir.
To become the top idol in their area. It's not really a huge thing, but of course.
Yeah, until they graduate.
Yeah.
Because AKB48 has a fuck ton of divisions. Well, former groups.
Yeah.
There was even a Vietnamese one.
Yeah.
And an SN one. Okay. I just learned about this.
Mm-hmm.
SND 48 doesn't exist anymore. SGO 48. This is the Vietnamese branch that was based in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Yeah.
You got SNH 48, which is the Shanghai division in China. And Del 48, which is the New Delhi, India division of AKB 48. There's also JKT 48, which is the Jakarta division of AKB.
And
AKB 48, that's in Taiwan.
Yeah. And the US branch kind of failed, I believe.
And Thailand's CGM, named after. Hold up. Yeah, Chiang Mai, Thailand, one of the biggest cities in Thailand. That's actually second largest city after Bangkok.
Fair enough.
So this goes a lot further than you would think.
Yeah, it kind of does because of the fact that they have a huge branch of this.
They also had one called BNK48. They have one called BNK48. That's an international. This is the current one from Bangkok.
Yeah. Yeah, competition to see who will become an idol.
And there's even subdivisions. There's in the Shanghai one, for example, GNC48. That's in Guangzhou, Guangdong province. BEJ48. That's in Beijing.
Yeah.
There's a couple more that I don't have infos, but
It's fair.
Let me see. Okay, so this is what happened with the Chinese one. It's a lot of pop bands, subdivision pop bands.
Yeah.
SNH48, that's the Shanghai one.
Yeah. So the HKT48 groupie allegedly managed a rare feat of stabbing two people at an idol venue, then dialing the cops on himself as
Fukuoka
police say 30-year-old unemployed man was arrested on suspicion of attempt to murder after a bloody incident near the group base of operations.
You should show this on the screen.
It's basically just from Senkaku Complex. Sankaku
Complex, and what if it's Sankaku Complex? I mean, it's better than anything.
All right, this is the website. You can see right here.
There's another one called this one.
Yeah, so basically, this is what happened. The man in Itoshima City resident, regular attendee of the HKT 48 event, is accused of stabbing a female constant goer and a male event staff member at a commercial complex in Fukuoka City, Choi Ward, on the evening of December 14th. Both victims were taken to the hospital with injuries. Thankfully, none were reported to be life-threatening. Further reports from Japanese and international outlets state that the attack occurred at the near complex housing of HKT 48's theater by the
Misuho PayPay Dome Bus PayPay Dome, yeah. Bus ESO Fukuoka facility. It says here, male victim, a 44-year-old staff member connected to HKT48's management at theater operations. Reported confronted the suspect after finding in a restricted area used by staff elevators. Keep in mind, Fukuoka is on the very further west of Japan. It's actually in the Kyushu Islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Q. It's located in the Kyushu Islands.
Yeah, so the suspect that is then said to have stabbed him in the chest with what appeared to be a kitchen knife before fleeing. A 27-year-old described as a quarantini or visitor was stabbed in the back of the elevator hall near an entrance shortly afterward with no prior connection to the attacker. What pushed the case
Eesh.
from disturbing what pushed the case from disturbing to downright surreal is how the arrest unfolded. After fleeing the scene, the suspect allegedly called emergency services himself and reporting the incident, triggering the police response that
Oh,
ultimately led to his emergency arrest. Authorities have since confirmed he is being investigated on suspicion of attempted murder and that he was a frequent attendee of the HKT 48 related events. Some reports say he turned up as often as 5 to 6 times a month. How the hell does this guy got money for this shit? How the hell? Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about this. They get a substance of subsidies from their families. I forgot about that. HKT 48 schedule events and values were promptly canceled or suspended in immediate aftermath. The manager confirmed that members inside the theater were safely evacuated and unharmed. Police, meanwhile, are still digging into the suspect's motives and exact sequence of events, though no clear reason the attack had been made public. Maybe he was delusional. Here's my theory on this. This is my assumption on this. Maybe he was delusional because according to one of the incidences, according to one of the victims, was a woman. She had no connection to AKT 48, but she was like a fan. And he kind of probably assumed the girl was one of the idols, and probably delusionally probably believed, oh, you were talking to a male. Backstab. That's probably
yeah,
what happened.
because definitely. Yeah, definitely. This is what happens when. Yeah, it wasn't just a Lulu. Motherfucker was a certified simp.
Yeah, because by the looks of what was going on in that whole situation, it looked like to me like from hearing this whole story, it's crazy that this guy somehow manages to go out of his way just to stab somebody.
Not believe what people will do just to get their idol's attention.
Yeah. And they just had to kill somebody for this stuff.
They actually got murdered?
Luckily they
No.
they didn't get murdered.
So they didn't get So yeah. But you say they got murdered. No, they didn't get murdered in this case. They got attempted murder.
They got attacked.
There was intent.
Yeah, there was intent to murder, but unfortunately the guy kind of called up himself and snitched
on himself. Yeah. He was not very bright.
Yeah, I think he realized what he did was wrong, and he kind of was like, I kind of did this to myself. I'm sorry. I think he had like a mental breakdown, and that's what caused him to do that.
Definitely. You know what? Yeah, his conscience was gonna bother him for the rest of bother him. Yeah, his conscience was going to fuck him up for the rest of his life if he didn't come clean.
Yeah. Here's something that else I'm gonna end this topic because it was really a dark situation.
It is what it is.
Yeah, because the thing about this is it's just crazy. You know, a lot of people are upset with who you showed me today the whole situation about there was a situation with a certain a certain content creators, and they were being called out for playing a game called Blue Archive.
Oh yeah, the yeah, basically you had all the oh yeah, basically in the case of they hired the guys from the anime men podcast, and by not the Sumer, like not the sorry, not the Gen Alpha ones, but rather the Sea Dog, Joey, and the other guys from the Trash Chase podcast.
Yeah, and when people cannot distinguish from fiction and reality, thank you, Blue Archive and its community, for gatekeeping these people out. Protect.
Yeah, because because two of them in particular, Connor. Yes, that Connor. We all know the man is not the biggest fan of lowly type characters. But he when they were showing up that one episode with the Sagiri figurine from Ero Manga Sensei, the guy was going after saying, "Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the FBI at our doors."
Yeah, and yeah, they had like two, like Iron Mouse, Sea Dog, Giguk, and Zentreya. Zentreya, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with Zentreya. She can play whatever the heck she wants. She never had no one had a problem with her. Iron Mouse, I know she's like friends with Sea Dog.
And they were gonna do a joint stream together.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're talking to a bunch of people who don't know what the fuck the game is, and they're gonna end up.
It's an MMO. It's like I heard about it.
It's okay. I don't play it, but even I know what this shit is.
Yeah, it's a gacha MMO.
It's a tower defense gacha game.
Yeah.
Where most of the characters, like half of them, are lolis.
Yeah.
And half the characters are lolis. It's made by Nexon.
And you're a school teacher.
Yes. Basically, you're gonna be the teacher of these girls. And get all of this. This is a high school. Keep in mind, this is a high school. And speaking of Nexon, actually shut down the event.
Yeah. Because and it's like I don't even play Blue Archive, but who thought Connor was a good choice to even Giguk is not a good choice either.
Yeah, about things, the resident lolicon in that podcast is Joey.
Yeah,
Joey would have been it for that Joey picture. Replace us with Joey. And Reb has a video, and that game has always had a lot of shit because of the characters. But the good thing is, this game is certified tourist repellent.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't Reb. It was Hirohei. Keep in mind though. Let me see if I can find the video.
Yeah, I found the clip. Is this the clip? Let me check.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, that's the one where they opened up a box and sorry, it was a bot figurine of Sagiri from the anime Ero Manga Sensei, the main character of Ero Manga Sensei. Yeah, because that was the thing that kind of happened to be in there. Let me see. Go ahead and talk.
I'm looking for that Hirohei thing.
Yeah.
Because unlike Hirohei, I can actually pronounce her name right.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so basically, the Connor and Connor Gil were straight up like disturbed by this figurine.
Everybody, round of applause.
No, Connor was like disturbed when he was seeing the figurine. He was like, "Is this a child toy or something?" Like,
so many.
I don't know. It's popular enough, I guess.
Do you know what? Play the whole thing.
Too bad, to be honest.
And now I'll let you know what I'm talking about.
Eromanga Sensei, but this is actually a pretty solid.
I think
disgusted, actually.
Well, I mean, Garn should be used to that by now.
I'm okay not seeing the figure, you know?
You sure?
There's like a child's playmat there. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I'll bring it out. I'll bring it out, don't worry.
The fuck is that?
I think it's supposed to symbolize like bed, right?
What happens in this anime? Why is it children's stuff?
Because she is a hentai artist.
She's
right?
She's she's the Eromanga Sensei.
She's the Eromanga Sensei.
Yeah.
And the brother, I believe, is an Eromanga author, right? He's like,
yes, he is an author.
How do I remember more of Eromanga Sensei than you?
I don't know, man.
Bro, she's practically got like the fucking Cars bed, bro. What is that? She's not a hentai.
Basically,
no, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
All right, and
what the fuck?
And the grand reveal.
Why is it like a child's playmat?
I mean, how old is Sagiri again in the show?
I have no idea.
Bro!
There you go. There's Sagiri.
No.
I think this goes.
Oh, they really. It's like he was freaking out over a figure. Joey and Grant clearly okay being with Sagiri figure, while Connor was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
Fun fact though, I know that Joey the anime man is a lolicon.
Yeah.
So that's why he was.
That's why he sticks with his girlfriend because she's too small.
No.
And she's too small. I'm not joking. She is. Brags about playing Blue.
Oh man, we need a paid sponsor for Blue Archive, a lolly game. I wonder which Strategies member is gonna be famous. Be Twitter. Brags about playing Blue Archive for 2 years. People gatekeeping has failed. Pull Serena for the first time yesterday. 2 years later, everyone gets Serena between minutes of starting Blue Archive. Bro, I haven't seen myself out in this pants down in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people are upset with this, and it's like, yeah, and they're also making memes of this too. Gotcha edition.
Okay.
Hot Wheels Gotcha edition. Girls.
Oh yeah. I forgot to tell you. Some of these characters are in on wheelchairs.
I can imagine making cars out of them. That'd be the thing that people would do.
There was something like that, but it was in Korea.
Ah! Oh God, I'm in trouble.
Fun fact. Pretty much a lot of these characters are well beyond their teenage years.
Yeah.
Despite the fact they look like that.
Yeah, and I can see like the Blue Archive figures. They're actually not bad looking. Like, this one's pretty top notch. Like, it's a big surprise that they would do that. It's like, I wish I could get one for Christmas, but that's not going to happen. You see, not everyone.
Not everyone plays the game. You know what? I have a rule.
Mm-hmm.
If you never played or watch anything,
yeah,
like for example Blue Archive, I do not get a merchandise for it.
Yeah.
Or anything I never watched or haven't watched or haven't liked. If I buy something that I'm not personally a viewer of, I do not get the merchandise. For example, I have a Rock Lee Naruto figurine.
Yeah.
From Burger King. But that's because I watch Naruto.
Yeah.
In the case of stuff like, for example, Jujutsu Kaisen, I did watch the first season. I bought the shirt. I bought one of the shirts. Dragon Ball, obviously. Mm-hmm. I watched Dragon Ball Z as well.
Yeah.
I have Genshin, obviously, I have a bunch of figurines, tiny ones from Bushiroad, because I play the game.
Yeah.
The thing is, if I am not familiar with anything that regarding anime, I do not buy their merchandise.
Fair enough.
And in the case of Blue Archive, that is the reason why I am not the target audience for Blue Archive, but I understand people to do. And they're fictional characters at the end of the day.
They're fictional characters.
So honestly,
like here's an example
of all the things to be outraged about them, all of them have guns.
All of them have.
That's the thing about Blue Archive. All of them have guns, actually. In the case of Blue Archive, all of them have guns.
And one of them looks like a nun with a gun.
Oh, about that, I forgot to tell you. You don't die in this. You don't die in Kibotos or any of the areas regarding Blue Archive. I am actually familiar with this game in this, at least in the contest.
And I believe you. And the sad part is, I wonder if they'll ever consider making a shooter out of this. A third.
The game itself is a shooter.
Yeah,
oh.
Waifu, like you can imagine, with all the characters in this game having guns, they could make a freaking. They could make.
Dude, the game itself is a little tower defense with guns.
Yeah.
It's already great. It's already a shooter.
Yeah. It's practically a shooter.
It even has an anime. It even has an anime, which I not checked, but we'll definitely touch on that one someday.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm
that's the crazy
at the news right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Also, in the case of, since I'm already playing Nikke like daily, I'm already playing Nikke Gods of Victory. Guess what happened?
What happened?
I am. There is a mascot from the fan base called Doro. Doro. Yes. Look up Doro. Let me show you what me telling you what Doro is. That alone isn't enough. Look up Doro on X.
All right.
Doro Nikke.
Doro Nikke.
Or just Doro. Doro.
Doro.
And then show it to the stream.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, that one, that's practically a meme. I seen that character so many times.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
this is the character that they're talking about.
Yes. Doro. I'm actually tempted to get a Doro.
Yeah, someone actually made a Doro piggy bank, which is on sale on Good Smile.
Yes, that is actually a Dorodong, which is actually a four-legged creature from the game Soul Worker, another Korean MMO. Yep. But the creature itself ended up being so popular that it's now officially part of the Nikke canon. It even made it onto one of the April Fool events. So Doro is some lore, a little bit of lore. Doro is actually based off a character called Dorothy, which is one of the pilgrims in the Nikke franchise. And we also call it La Dorotura. For that reason, it's like La Criatura, but Doro. Yeah. We call it the Dorotura, and for good reason. Yeah, search some videos.
Yeah.
One of them shows you that...
I'm showing everybody, because looking at the images, what they're doing, like, they have, like, several versions of Doro.
Doro Nikke. Oh, wait. Yeah. But yeah, Doro is basically it's Doro. It's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
Dodo's kind of like
there's
the
a bit
mascot.
unofficial. Well, it's yeah, even Shitoff it. Well, official and unofficial because even Shitoff knows about this thing. In fact, as a matter of fact, the Sterling DLC, there's a DLC. You get to see that fucking thing in action, and you can shoot it. I saw this. I saw this box from yeah, Habi Sakura and Nike. That one comes with 6 figurines. One of them is okay. I can tell you the characters that those are from those characters. Besides Doro, are from Miselis. That's Laplace, Maxwell, Cun. Cun is actually a human. That is actually the president of Miselis. Shifty, that is actually the AI, and the both the AI and the your helper. If you well, she's actually our assistant in the game, and Drake, who let's just say Drake. Drake is funny. Basically, Drake, the one with the white hair, tries to be a villain. And then Laplace, the one with pigtails, that is a hero. She has like we basically call her the the Nikkei All Might. In the case of Maxwell, we call it the rapist. I am not kidding. We call it the rapist. At least where in the community I'm in.
Right.
Suen is a loli and a kusogaki. As in, she's a brat. She's a fucking brat.
Yeah. And people like to mimic it, even bring up the toys about her, even making models of her. It's kind of funny and silly. I can see why.
The thing is, Doro is Doro. Doro is this is what we call it, la Dorotura.
Yeah. Because they find it cute and silly in a way.
It's fucking stupid too, in a good way.
Yeah.
look at that face. The face alone. The face alone. Yeah, by the face alone of that little shit. Oh. They even expanded the lore even further because in China, in the Chinese Nika community, has her with oranges. Yes, I don't know how that happened. But it is what it is. What it is.
Well, because we can see it with they're trying to do with that character.
Okay. Anyways.
Yep.
Check if there's anything else.
Yeah, there is. By the looks of it, people are having fun with it. There's
that's the point.
Version of it.
There's a lot of variants of Doro.
Yeah.
A ton of them. Every fanbase has a Doro.
Yep.
Every fanbase has a Doro version.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would not know unless you play Nikkei. So
yeah, I'm looking at this like gift because I thought it was kind of funny, like Evangelion Doro 1. Oh,
by the way, you know how Doro actually, you know how Doro actually turns you into a Doro by licking you.
Go ahead.
I just said it. By licking you, it licks you.
Oh.
It says here. Damn, that's crazy. I need you to send me that so I can send it to a friend of mine.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll link it to you because this is a gift that the guy created. Let me put it into shitpost. Snoop Dogg mocked galleries that display almost anything as art. decided to join in. So he basically just put a blunt on the wall?
Basically.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yes, he did in fact do that. He did in fact put a blunt and a duct tape.
That's funny. I could assume that's gonna be worth about $1 million after he's done.
Dude, since you use it, you might want to take a look at that, at the Snoop Dogg thing.
Yeah, I already seen it. All right.
That's correct. Man, this is not related to anime, but I did hear about the death of Greg Biffle from NASCAR.
Yeah.
And okay, so they were heading down to oh fuck, that's crazy. They were actually going to head down to the Freedom Factory in Florida. That's YouTuber Cletus McFarland's racetrack, or by his government name, Garrett Mitchell. I'm just checking out his Facebook. Unfortunately, I can confirm Greg Biffle, his wife Christina, daughter Emma, and son Ryder were on that plane because they were on their way to spend the afternoon with us. We are devastated. I'm so sorry to have to share this.
Dang.
Yeah, plane accident. Greg Biffle. Can't even find this fucking Ferraris where I lived, man.
I remember this show called Count Dacula. Oh god. Count Duckula. Yep. Count Dacula was actually a fan of Count Duckula, the TV show. So that's how he was a big fan of Count Duckula. I remember that old TV British show.
His name is really
yeah. But the cartoon
replace Duck with Dank. Dank as Dank memes.
Duckula was a old TV show in the 80s and through the 90s, and that's probably how he got his name online. So he kind of refers to himself as Count Dankula, but Duckula was a popular British cartoon show, and I used to remember watching it as a kid too.
Okay, so in the case, speaking of, I was watching his latest video, and it's basically an absolute mad lads episode of Memory TV, of all things. Memory TV, as in the Middle Eastern channel.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy, and I do mean it in a good way. I did not expect to watch that today. But I'm happy that it happened. Alright, so there is so like I said, okay, this is more like your mother's generation.
Yeah.
But Susanna Klein. Ever heard of her?
Susanna Klein? Oh, the VTuber?
Susanna Klein. She's a voice actor from Chile.
Chile. No, I haven't heard of her. I only heard that several voice actors have died.
Okay. Alright. She was the woman who sang the Latin American version of Candy Candy's theme song.
About it. It's
She sung both the beginning and the end themes of Candy Candy.
Ah. and people liked her for it.
Yes, matter of fact, Puerto Rico was no exception to the. This was a couple of days ago, actually. She was also involved with the Mafalda cartoon adaptation, which is for those who don't know, Mafalda is a Argentinian character, very beloved by Latin America.
Yeah.
Paul Cotton, she's a Mama Jamma singer, died at 72. Okay, I don't want to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna talk about any more dead people.
Go ahead, man.
No. I understand. Today is not that kind of day. So rest in peace to those two I mentioned.
They passed away.
And Greg Biffle too.
Yeah, there's a lot of talented people that just die, and we.
Greg Biffle, the NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
He raced for Ford, mostly for Roush, Team Roush Racing.
It's like there's a lot of talented people that pass away. It's just a shame that a lot of them pass away that way.
And of all things, near Christmas.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Even Buck Rogers, I found out, the actor Gil Gerard passed away at Christmas.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like it's kind of sad though, because it's like I really did like watching that series when I was a kid. Like it reran a lot. Even in Puerto Rico, it reran. Like it's a shame that I did get to meet him once, and he was a good guy. Let me see what else they have on the news.
Most of the criticism focus on CWA. Fans point out that he was openly criticized. He has openly criticized gacha games, lolly content, and similar anime things in the past, which are a core part of the archive.
He did, and people kind of
don't
understand.
Nets and themselves fucked up.
Yeah.
Nets fucked up by hiring those people.
Well, that's because I personally do not want to, because people had to call them out just to tell them, like, hey, these guys had a past of trying to criticize people, and that's what happened. And yeah, you're right that they've been doing that for a long time. It's like, it kind of sucks that they did this.
I'll be real with you. It's actually for the best.
Yeah.
This will give Nexon an opportunity to actually
that would actually play it. Like, would actually play it.
If you don't play the game itself, if you don't play games like these, you shouldn't be hired to be their spokesperson.
Yeah.
And yeah.
If you're saying you don't like the product that they sell, because that's what happened. Like, that was his reaction to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was freaking out over a figure that they made, and it was just like, it's just a figure, man. It's not a big deal. Oh, it has a provocative response to the character doing some weird things, but it's like, dude, what is going on with you? Like, they literally are trying so hard to make people upset about it, because it's like, look, I don't hate Sea Dog, but a lot of people hate Sea Dog for a lot of reasons, because even going after his girl, aka Iron Mouse. Like, a lot of people always go after his girl. Even with the drama that happened. It's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
The hardest thing I can tell Harmas is that she's a bootlicker. But that's as far as I will go because
I know.
I don't like yeah, and I don't like to fuck with disabled people that don't deserve it, especially those that don't deserve it, like Mousy.
The reason why she probably did that was because she didn't want to start any more drama that she already did with that with those two guys that she was talking with. And we saw the clip, and it's like they were just asking her questions, and if she felt
but she was creeped out by it, but she was creeped out because damn well, and her opinion was basically you answer with stupid questions with stupid answers, and honestly, she's right.
Yeah.
If I had to deal with those two, I would have to give them the dumbest questions I can think of.
Yeah.
Now, you want to be cool with me? That's all right. But the minute you guys go around looking like some retarded, like the retarded summers that you are, yes, I'm gonna have issues. Of course, I'm gonna have issues if I see you motherfuckers around. Especially when you're acting like monkeys. Yes, I said it. They act like fucking monkeys on that footage.
Yeah. So I found out some news that came out a while back. It's practically a meme, though. And I want to bring this up because it's kind of funny. Google is ending its support for the Dreamcast web browser support. And people in the emulation community is pissed off.
Wait, as in the Sega Dream. Wait,
yeah,
the Sega Dreamcast
Google ended it again. Google has finally killed the Dreamcast web browser support.
The Dreamcast had a web browser, and it took
they
had
long.
A web
browser that basically you can go on there and check out like you can go on the internet and just look up stuff. Yeah, that web browser.
Dude,
I found it important to continue providing support until now. Clearly, the world's biggest place than I could possibly comprehend. Could someone explain to me how can there be possibly enough people in 2025 using the Dreamcast to browse the web that Google found it important to continue providing support until now?
Maybe it sounds more like they forgot.
Yeah. So
it sounds more like they definitely forgot more than anything else.
More to do with the increased bloat of Google's features that that you want to have to use. The necessities that remove the open web features time was web page would always have the basic HTML version of any browser's CPU build fallback on the display function, even if the CSS style was no longer supported form. I miss the open web. This was probably wanting to standardize HTML4, which like I used to remember HTML was just HTML, and now they have like HTML4. Back then, updating the engine now is not feasible, and 5 fundamental differences in some key ways. You would have security things. TSL versions worried about. Okay, so that's basically what the browser. I probably wouldn't use the Dreamcast browser even if it has no longer options. The broke new 3DS browser support as well. They seem to basically just kill off support for older standards. Yep, even older browsers have issues. At least already alternative Frogline web search engines.
The amazing part is the fact that Sega even kept that shit running for that long.
Yeah.
Dude, we're talking about well over 27 years. Well over 20. Hold on. The Dreamcast came out in 98, didn't it? In Japan, 98, 2008, 2018, 2028. It would have had 30 years by 2028.
Yeah.
So 26 years old.
Yeah.
Which is crazy as it is.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what people do with the Dreamcast. They modify it to go on the web because it has a Windows browser.
There was also the fact that you could actually run pirated PlayStation games on it.
Yeah, you can. Actually,
a friend of mine, you can
play DC. You can play the Dreamcast pirated Dreamcast games on it, but it requires some. It requires like certain discs to do it. But yeah, you can.
Not only a certain disc, but also a chip because it's a chip setup.
Yeah, it's a chip setup, but there's also discs that you can actually use to. It's one of those Game Shark discs that you can use to actually play. You can play your burnt disc on there. You can play your imported games on there. It's sort of the Game Shark disc that you could use.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, this was well over. Fuck me! This was during my teenage years when that shit came out.
Yep.
One of my friends actually owned one of these. It actually not only that. As a matter of fact, I do remember that SegaNet was still running to this day. Yeah, SegaNet, as in SegaNet for a while after the Dreamcast died, was still running.
They were ending support of it. Like it's sort of like an emulation that can help, that they still use to actually browse the internet with. The fact that you can do that.
But I'm talking about SegaNet, which was the online service for the Dreamcast. But go on.
Okay, so that's pretty much what happened, and people are kind of upset about it. Because it's the retro enthusiasts that are upset about this whole situation because Google ends everything. Because by Google's meaning, they end everything. It's no joke. They do end everything.
Of course.
Okay. Here's another thing I found out that involves anime. There's a thing called Destroy Your Gundam in real life. It's based on that Gundam Wing self-destruct button thing. They're adding that, but they're also selling like a figure for that too. I'm not joking. For this 30th anniversary thing, it's it's basically the body of it. It's not really the whole.
It's a collapsible system.
Yeah. So they're basically doing the whole Hiro Yui explosive device thing, where he basically self-destructs his Gundam in order to destroy it.
Okay, so basically, it's like a collapsible. It's also you can also reassemble it, right?
Yeah.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the Hot Wheels Crashers line, and not only the Crashers, but also
on TikTok.
Of course, it's a TikTok.
Yeah, they talked about it on TikTok. Yeah, those old Crash lines. I used to remember those back in the days.
I got two of them actually.
In the early 90s.
Oh, I had the 2000 ones, which were not as cool as the 80s ones, though.
Yeah.
But they were all steel.
Yeah,
in fact, I have one of them. I have one of these. It's in process of well, maybe not restoration, but I'm gonna keep the original paint as it is. Yeah. I'll just switch the wheels on it because that's the only thing it needs. The wheels are the only thing that actually needs replacing, and I have a few of them. I bought a couple of off-road wheels that are perfect for that one.
Yeah.
Man, Discord, how many more updates do you need? I swear, there was one yesterday, and now there needs one today.
Yeah. Well, Hot Wheels Crashers, this one is probably a newer version of it, by the looks of it. Yeah, this is a new version. The ones that break apart, that look like they just break apart like this one.
Oh, I also have one that is an obscure. It's actually a pretty obscure. It's actually a pretty obscure. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? I actually have. Yeah, I have that touring. I have the German sedan. I have that one.
Yeah.
I had the German sedan, and I also had the. How should I say this? These were absolutely insane on the Hot Wheels racetracks back in Puerto Rico in the early 2000s.
Yep.
Super chromes. I never heard this. I never heard these.
Basically, just the color. You can see right here
it's chrome. Yeah, it's pure chrome.
Colored. And you can
see that's what. Oh, that was an error. That was an error because the front wheel is bigger than the real one.
Yep. And that was supposed to be.
It's supposed to
be a muscle car. It was a Dodge.
It is. It was a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, it was like a Dodge Charger, but it was a Dodger.
Yeah, it's
gold chrome made.
Okay, let me explain that. Good. Let me explain that because I have a couple of these around.
Yeah.
The Roger Dodger is one of Hot Wheels' oldest cars. It was based on the third generation Dodge Charger, and it's basically a super modified version.
Yeah.
With the engine sticking out. There was another one. There's actually a couple of bearings as well that don't have the engine sticking out.
The fifth.
I have one of those. I actually have one of those around. There's one that doesn't have the engine. It's painted what looks like a silver color.
Yeah.
I should probably. I have that. I actually have that film one, the red one. All right. So these are the 57th anniversary. Someone was selling me the chase car.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? There's actually a chase car. It's an electric truck.
Yeah. Here's the 80th anniversary car. And there's
let me guess.
This is on eBay by the looks of it.
It is eBay.
Yeah, 30th anniversary. Box set, 8 mini packs.
If it's
corner.
The grasshopper, that is a.
Viper,
oh yeah,
Viper.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. But I never found it. This one has.
It's very hard to find those things. You can only order them online. That's the sad part about it. Yeah.
I know those ones were on Walmart too, but
but you can only order online. And there's the other ones that they had like the classic 80, like that's basically what, and they sold out pretty fast. I can only tell you that I saw this one. This one sold out. This one sold out fast because of how demanding the collectors
the scalpers.
The
scalpers too.
Fast.
Yeah, same with the scalpers. I actually, you know what's funny? I did actually see that one, but I never got it. I couldn't get it. That's the Samak, the replay the classes one. I could never get that one.
All right, here's the
I couldn't find it.
Here's the one that
I could not find this one.
This one is the Super X one. That it's like one of the Crashers.
I would honestly say I would get that one because of the Toyota 2000 GT and the Beetle Funny car. Those had to be at least $100 on the fucking streets on the fucking street.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this guy's selling it for 30, but it looks like it's repainted.
Oh, Crack Ups! That was the one.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The Super X is supposed to. Oh, you know what's funny? The shape-wise, the Super X kind of looks like a Tanya Fiero.
Yeah. And I remember these things actually were almost
Yeah.
with the damage. Like this one.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I remember there was a pickup truck version as well.
Yeah.
There were a few around.
It flips over whenever you crash. That's basically what it does. And
yeah,
I'm surprised the guy actually said it was in 1983, and yeah, it existed around that time, around the 80s.
$40.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you want to know what you want to know what is the oldest Hot Wheel I have?
What?
A 1971 Jackrabbit Special.
Huh.
Look it up. Jackrabbit Special. It's a Hot Wheels car. It's supposed to be based off the Myers-Man's kick car. That one came out in 1971. In 1970, it only lasted 2 years. 2 years. Yep. That's all. That's how rare it was. I also have the. As a matter of fact, I have the car in my hand right about now. Let me see. A friend of mine gave it to me because he needed he needed someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, this car. Funny thing about the Jackrabbit Special, it actually opens the rear hatch and it shows you the air-cooled engine it has.
They made those things just to have the thing look realistic as possible when it crashes.
The only thing I've ever done to it was this car was actually stabilize the axle. That's it. I fixed the axle. Otherwise, it hasn't been open. It's never gotten any. It has the original battle scars from the previous owner. It's incredibly detailed for what it is.
Jeez.
Like Hot Wheels back in those days did not fuck around. In fact, you could you even had suspension. You even had suspension. These other ones had suspension too. These ones had suspension. Not only that, these are worth money. Like
that's interesting.
Inside the package, these are worth money. The oldest match bus I have is a Lesney era bus. A couple of match bus Lesney era cars. Yeah, these were the ones that were built in England.
Yeah.
This was back when match bus built the cars in England before they went to Hong Kong. And in the case of oldest in my collection, that title goes to a Mazda R360 from Franconia. Franconia / Bandai. A 1960 Mazda R360 K car. Which it's in a shelf right now. That is the oldest car I have right now. Besides a couple of Tootsie toys from the 50s. Yeah, definitely the Tootsie toys from the 50s. Back when these were made out of fucking steel.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, it was all tin. They were tin toys for a reason.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, these Tootsie toys were
really.
Go ahead.
They weren't as popular as you would expect them to be, but they actually were popular enough to to sell well in the market because kids were like, "Oh, cool! I can crash these cars."
These were actually pretty hot. Back in the day, but these were actually one of the more memorable ones regarding the crack ups. It was I have a pretty obscure version of the crashes, which is more like these were I think the line was called Exploders, and these you could race on a track, and when they crash into an obstacle or something, they would explode. They would explode. Yeah. Like one of them, the roof can actually gets the roof itself. Yeah. Actually flies off, and then you can do it again. There is a 1969 speedometer that's sealed. That's from the original. Yeah. That's from the original. Test track. The original tracks, the orange ones from the 70s. So yeah, I actually bought that one, the power cycle, the metronome. I think I got one. Yeah, I got the Arc Horse Amazon, $6. Some of these are actually some of these are actually pretty accessible. At least, for example, I bought a couple, $3. Two of them, first edition Celine S7s, both variants of the first edition of the Celine S7. I bought them from a guy a month ago for $3 each. Well, to be fair, the guy actually gave it to me for $2 each, actually. So I lucked out.
Fair enough.
The thing is, sometimes you luck out. Sometimes you luck out when it comes to this, to these. You know what I actually miss? Since we're talking about Hot Wheels. Mm-hmm. I miss of all things the realistic place before they went for like shark launcher or shark track, that kind of shit. No, I'm talking actual fucking realistic play sets, like the 3-story shell one.
I remember they released the cars that get like change color when they have water on them.
Yes, yeah, I actually have a couple of those. One of them is a 1980s Lamborghini Countach that I had as a kid. I found one identical to the one I had for at a car show once.
Yeah, and it's really easy when you do this.
Let's see if I can find. So, wow, okay. What is the list?
Yeah.
What's the list for that one? Okay, I forgot. I can look up the wiki. Go ahead, man, because I'm gonna check something else.
It's fine. I'm just figuring out what we can say about this. Like, there's a lot of crazy stuff that. Did
you hear that A1 Pros in Japan actually? Did you hear that A1 Pros is actually gonna do like quote unquote what's it called? 81 Pros. That is a big voice acting agency in Japan.
Yeah.
Supposedly, from what I understand, has a concept called the hybrid voice actor concept, which is an AI voice partnership.
Yeah, they're hiring. They're getting all the actors in their agency to work
most of them.
Yeah,
most of them.
Most
there's
of
a
them,
few. There's quite a few that are against AI as a whole.
Yeah, and they're trying to since they can't really. I think it's more likely they're trying. The agency's trying to get more money, but with the use of their workers, and the problem is there's going to be a situation to where the workers are going to be like, how much are they going to pay us for the royalties? How much?
Yeah, that is in fact one of the points.
Yeah,
that is in fact one of the points. The proposal is they're gonna be paying them certain royalties.
Yeah,
for the AI.
For certain things, they're gonna have to make a deal with a lot of the actors on what they want to do, because it's like the thing is, it's like if they have like for example, an estate, they would probably, because right now I heard they're gonna use Christopher Lee, the actor, who does like the deep voice, and he was known for the Lord of the Rings.
I'm well aware who Sir Christopher Lee is. Get to the point.
Long distance cousin.
Yeah, in this case, it would be. It would be more the likes of. Yeah, you would get the royalties, but the problem is, let's just say that not everyone's on board with AI.
I know, not everyone is, because it kind of defeats the purpose of what they're trying to do. And it's like, okay, and I know that the agencies are trying to make money, and how much do they get paid for it? That's the thing that I'm wondering about. Are they going to try to use it to make more money off of the backs of the whatchamacallit?
The voice actors?
Yeah.
The voice artists themselves.
Yeah.
That is a good question, actually.
Yeah, because it's like it kind of makes me question what they're trying to do, because a lot of people don't realize the implications of it. It's like, okay, how much are they going to pay the actors? And if they're going to use their voice for certain things, it has to be for a good reason. Like if they're going to use their voice for example, for a movie or something, or a TV show, it could be useful, or a radio show,
or a video game,
for example. They probably would have to figure out what to do.
And that's even more if you die.
Yep. And that would go to the estate of the actor, that basically, or it goes to the company itself.
I'd say the estate.
Yep.
I would definitely say the state of the, let's say, voice, for example, Aoi Koga. Aoi Koga, she was an A1 first. She's the voice of Kaguya in Kaguya-sama Love is War. She's the voice of Paimon in Genshin. She's also the voice of Mint in Gushing Over Magical Girls. That's an example. She, not sure if she would be up to this, because considering how these people would react to having AI take over their work, or have people, they would have to ask for a a certain type of royalty. They would have to charge. The agency itself will have to charge copyright. Yeah, copyright too.
If they agree to it, because it has to be agreed upon whether or not, if you want to use this voice or that voice, and they have to pay
for commercial or fan purposes, or for fan. Well, I mean, if it's fan purposes, it's fan purposes or private, that's fine. But if it's the problem is if it's related to, say, all right, if it's to say, Yeah. Commercial. Commercial use. Basically. Which is that is interesting enough as it is. That's a whole can of worms regarding. That's a whole can of worms regarding.
Update: they found the shooter. Well, which is suspected to be the shooter.
The Australian guy?
No, the Brown University shooting. They found out it is a 48-year-old from Portugal.
Another where's Bonn, as in Bonn, Germany.
They found the suspected person that shot up the and killed 2 people. Breaking news: Brown shooting suspect identified. Authorities revealed a 25-year-old connection to MIT professor killed. Authorities announced that late Thursday, Claudio Manuel Neves Valente, the person who was of the interest of the Brown University mass shooting, was found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound in Salem, New Hampshire storage unit. Cases are now officially connected. Wow, this is crazy. This is dark. Crap. That's sad.
They were talking about that one guy from the Hanukkah shootout.
Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about that, and they're also talking about, oh yeah, speaking of which, everyone's talking about if there was a PC port, wouldn't be able to sell you a vulgar mods. Cold Violet's new gameplay trailer. Oh yeah, I remember these guys. Cold Violet, the Dino
yeah, that one's
Crisis
so
wannabe
good.
game.
Uh-huh.
They brought out a trailer, which I thought was pretty interesting, because right now they're giving out like the whole cute outfits, sexy outfits, because they were saying, oh, we don't want that, we want because people wanted to do mods for it, because they had mods for this game, because they want to see sexy outfits with this woman as a joke. Like they're actually putting out like sexy outfits for this game. But the developer, you can see by the gameplay for Cold Violet, had a controversy to where the developer basically said the PC, because Cold Violet will not be on PC because the developers do not want vulgar mods.
Oh, those fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what happened to them? And guess what happened to them? And guess what happened to them? They got forgotten.
Yeah, they got shitted on by the whole community, because everyone was like,
rightfully so, by the way. Rightfully so, by the way.
Yeah. And people were pissed, because it was like, yeah, there's a reason why people were pissed off about this, because this is why a lot of people, because they wanted the gameplay. Like, I wanted a successor. People wanted Dino Crisis, but instead, Capcom was like, no, we're not going to do another Dino Crisis. We don't feel like doing another Dino Crisis. I know, we'll just release another Resident Evil. And and a lot of people are still upset with them over that.
So honestly, their problem if they don't want any if they don't want to attract the if they want to if they want it to be anti-gunner as they say they are. Yeah, that's what I can. It's that. Yeah, yeah. Guess what? They're not taking my money if that's the case.
Know.
Yeah,
and that's the sad part. Like they're trying so hard to do that stuff. Jesus I swear to God, there's too much stuff happening. It's like there's a lot of crap that they're dealing with. Yeah, there's so much going on with anime. I'm just like surprised that they have yet to decide what to do. Right now, we're still waiting for some new anime, and we're still waiting for some cool ass stuff to happen. Okay, so here's some news. Did you know Uma Musume Pretty Derby has an exhibit at Kentucky Horse Park? Uma no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they do actually.
Yeah,
Uma Musume is
already...
actually Side Games is actually a sponsor of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, so they're exhibiting. It is a schedule to conclude on January 4th, and be sure to check it out while it's here. Read more on magazine Side Games. Uma Musume. So you can see right here, they are featuring themselves at an exhibit at the horse park.
Uma no Kokoro, or heart. Okay, Uma no Kokoro. Kokoro means heart. Uma, that's horse. Horse and heart.
Kentucky International Museum of Horses, the KHP, where we ask her about the story behind Uma Musume inclusion of its exhibit makes it special and her personal thoughts on the project. And that's actually interesting. The Kentucky Horse Park.
You know, this isn't actually the first time they've done this.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while, but Side Games has actually been sponsoring a lot of these racing events, like the Kentucky Derby being one of them for a while now.
Yeah, and they're actually bringing people into the horse racing thing, and it's like, yeah, and I know why.
Basically,
yeah, they're getting people into the horse racing, and of course, betting on horses is kind of a horse betting is a particular business that can be profitable.
The thing with Uma Musume is that it even rebel. You guys really don't know how you guys really don't know how much that franchise has revitalized horse racing in Japan. Not just Japan, but also in the West. When that game went global, it opened up a huge can of worms.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea how deep this shit goes.
It goes deep.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another thing by Pirate Nation. It's about Microsoft. Microsoft confirms security update breaks the VPN connections.
Oh, damn. Hey, that's something.
So now they can track us now. So that explains what's going on. They're secretly tracking us.
Not that I care, honestly.
So this is what they're saying. Like, mirror networking Windows subsystem for Linux might fail. After installing an October 25th Windows non-security update, KB 5067036, released on October 28th, later updates mirrored networking mode in Windows subsystems for Linux. WSL WSL might cause issues for some third-party VPNs. When the issue occurs, it might see no route to host error, even though Windows host can still access the same destinations. As a result, you might not be able to access the corporate. So they basically only fixed one problem. One problem. What about the issue with booting up and everything? That's the issue that people are having. Their computers are fucking crashing, and you only managed to discover that VPNs were breaking the connections. That's all they discovered. Motherfuckers. Alright. Now
Windows was already in deep shit as it is.
Yeah, I'm upset about this. I know, yeah. Micron warns RAM shortages will last beyond 2026. Nothing that more memory is essential for the AI experience. Yeah, you really are mocking us with that. And then we find out there might be a chance that there could be. So you told me about that whole situation with the RAM thing. You sent it to me.
Yeah, basically there's the guy was saying that we should calm down. Yeah. And guess what's going on?
What?
The reason why why AI is the reason why RAM is offensive as it is, it ends up people are panic buying. It's the classic case of panic buying.
Okay.
Which is